What's up, y'all? Sorry about the wait. I did not intend on taking this long to put out the full-length Freedom Factory video. Turns out taking a full week off when you're the boss, you kind of come back to what you would expect from taking a full week off and you're the boss. But it was a hectic week. I had to speed through it, Speaking of speed, I'm getting pulled over right now, actually. Brother, what is the deal? Here he comes.
You know how fast you were going, sir?
Fast as it would go, brother.
Let me see some identification.
Identification? Brother.
Really?
Certified ripper. I guess wouldn't pass his identification. If you can
You better not run for me, brother.
Unreal. Where were we at? Before I get into this, like I said, I finally edited the video and put it together so I could show you the full trip, full experience, all of it, not just highlights of it. Really is a good time, man. Watch to the end. So, before I do, though, I want to talk about the van a little bit. Because in some people's mind, it's a wrap. It's over with, right? I wasn't able to take it down there and blow the tires off of it on this trip to the Freedom Factory, so might as well just give up. Absolutely not, sir. So here's what we're going to do. I've talked to the guys about it. They have the Cleetus and Cars Indy in Indianapolis, and it's a lot closer for me in Ohio, obviously. I am going to take it there and definitely blow off the tires, and let's just, you could be a pessimist and go, oh, but that's a long ways away. May is forever. Gotcha, man. But I look at it as I've got till May to make this thing the most badass van to do the best burnout that I can. Number one, we're definitely going to get a welder and lock up that rear end. It's got to be both tires. It has to be. Number two, I'm definitely putting a cheap nitrous kit on it. I'm going to do obviously a line lock for the rear, and we're going to lock up the rear end to where it's both wheels spinning. So I'm definitely going to do that, and I do have a way of towing it. Turns out our head to Walmart, hand over all of our money mobile for groceries has a hitch on it so that I can put a car dolly and tow that van straight to the track. Right? I can just bring the whole fam. That'll be fun. But yeah, so I can get a car dolly, I can tow it there, meaning all that thing has to do is be able to put some wheels on it and roll. And I can get it back. So that means I can go balls to the wall as hard as I possibly can and not have to worry because you just tow the thing back, right? Put it on a car dolly if you have to take the guts out of the rear end so the wheels will roll or whatever. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to tow it to Indy. Be on the lookout for that. If you want to pitch in on it, cool. I'll mention you. Throw a sticker on the van with your YouTube channel or whatever if you have one. However you want to do it, doesn't matter. But I'm definitely going to bring that to you guys. So let's get into the Freedom Factory trip starting now. Remember, it was around 4:20 a.m. I left the house right at 4:20 a.m. Says I'll arrive at 7:24 p.m. I feel the same way. A fan sent me in that screaming goat. That's pretty cool, man. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about that I wanted you guys to send. Just send silly shit. Send whatever that can just be added into the video. So, yep, that's it. That's me checking the GPS, trying to stay awake by screaming a goat at myself. First fill up, pushed it a little further than what I should have, but damn, 492 miles. Gotta admit, for an old Camry, that's pretty good. I pushed it a little further than what I meant to because I got in Atlanta traffic, like right as the gas light come on. I didn't realize I'd be on the interstate for literally another 30-40 minutes before I could get to an exit to get gas. But 492 miles, that's damn near 500 miles to one tank of fuel. It's pretty good. That Regions account was for security. Get off the lane. So many mysteries with that bank. So unlike other states, Florida really takes pride in their welcome sign. They really, put on a show and with that welcome sign. So, you do what comes natural when you approach such a nice welcome sign. First, you see if you can jump high enough to reach it, and if that fails, well, you fuck it. Good job. Yeah. If you can't reach it, right? After checking into my motel, natural. I had to go out to get some dinner anyway, but I wanted to go. They were having a test and tune night at Bradington Motorsports track, and I thought, man, that'd be awesome. Just go over there and watch a few cars go down the track. Get oriented exactly how to get to the track from my motel room as well, because as you guys know, Bradington Motorsports is right next door to the Freedom Factory. So that's what I decided to do after checking into the motels. I was like, I'm going to go down here to the track, watch some drag cars go down, make sure that I know exactly where the Freedom Factory is, and then grab a bite to eat. Of course, it did not work out that way. I got there and got this picture of the helmet to make sure I knew where I was at. And then as I pull up to Bradington Motorsports Park, it starts raining, typical Florida. Starts raining all over the windshield, and I'm like, well, this sucks. So at this point, I just go back to my room, go to sleep. I got a big day tomorrow. Next morning, I do what any man does. It's ready to go to a racetrack and race a car. I get stuck watching an episode of Quantum Leap, the old version. Stuck there watching that. Finally got out of the motel room, combed my stash, and headed over to the track. Had no idea that Giraffe was outside. That's the kind of guy that I'm talking about. That's the humor that I like. Somebody that can make fun of themselves. Not only does people call him a giraffe, being funny, but he leans into it and has a giraffe literally right next to the entrance of his Freedom Factory. So we get in there. The guys make you ride it home. They basically were like, any part of this track that you want to explore it. Go through the entire place, do whatever you want to do, which I thought was pretty badass. So I checked out all these lines of cars from all the famous people that come. I seen the wheelie car that George flipped was sitting there. The car that the Diesel brothers put sod all over and caused it to overheat was sitting there. Just a lot of cool cars, man. And so I'm checking that out. I'm really glad that I'm there early so I can kind of watch these other guys go around the track and kind of get an idea of what it looks like for them, pushing it wise. And then we lead into the drivers meeting where they sit and have a talk with us and told us something that I don't think we were supposed to know, but it was good to know. And that was when they first mentioned the bounty.
The lap times are, we did have the record laps set or reset today by a guy. So last time it was 19.9 and he broke off at 19.85. We haven't made a social media post about this yet, but I'm letting everybody know now there is basically a bounty on the time that Cleet wanted to do. So it's a really good idea, and I'm talking to him on the phone. I'm like, yes, and I'm cringing at the same time. So basically what it is, you guys get $500 cash if you set the fastest lap. So we encourage you to drive your hardest, but we also want you to stay within your capabilities.
So naturally now, as I'm leaving there, the only thing on my mind is how do I beat that 19.8 second track record? And I'm telling you, if I had 10 more laps, I would have done it. I'll show you my lap times right here because it was cool. This was one of the things they did too, was because obviously there's a tracker in the car. I'm in my car number 20, and they give you the printout of your first lap all the way to your last lap. And I mean, I was proud that I actually improved in laps each time, and it's just getting to know the car, getting to know the track. I mean, only an idiot would jump in there and just hammer it and see if you run into the wall. So I gradually got better and better and better to my best time right here, a 20.70, which is what, 0.9 seconds off of the track record, which I take a lot of pride in that. Certified ripper. I'm getting a little ahead of myself talking about the laps already because, again, these guys were super chill. I got there, they're like, explore anywhere you want. I did walk over to the Cleetus Hanger where he has his carbon cub, and that was the only time that they were like, you're more than welcome to take pictures, but please just take pictures for personal, because that wrap hadn't been revealed yet. I don't know if you guys seen the latest Cleetus video where he's actually racing that plane in an event, but there was like stars and stuff on the nose of it. And they, like I said, they allowed me to take pictures of that. The Dale truck was in there, super sick. Took a picture of it. And then I go around, and it's not like they just have you in there as, that weird like company customer feel where it's like, well, you're just a customer here at our establishment, so know your role. That was not the experience whatsoever. Literally, as I'm waiting, I'm walking through the sea of Crown Vics out back that all of the well-known YouTubers use to race in the events that he has down there. Checked out Vice Grip Garage's car. Well, there's the Crown Vic I was looking for right there. Derek from Vice Grip Garage. Because I'm a huge fan of that guy, obviously. You can just see him in there right now, bringing the thunder, brother. All the electro digicals that he probably wired up to do the thing. The stars held on just fine. And walked through the rest of them, took some good pictures of the Burnout Machine. Zach's was there. James's white trash truck was there. Badass truck. I mean, that thing just destroys itself and the tires and keeps coming back for more. Then we kind of sat around, had a really good conversation with the guys. We just kind of kicked it outside. By guys, I mean like Zach, Dave, the guys that are out there that work on the cars for you and help put this event on. Super chill people. I mean, they even were like, hey, go ahead and sit in this one and make sure it fits you fine. If not, we'll jump in there and we'll move the race seat accordingly. Oh, crap. It'll be fine. Who fucking does that? I mean, what other place can you go to where they treat you that way? So now let's get into the part where I'm actually suiting up. And I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I guess it was just a lot to take in because they literally, you sat through that driver's meeting, through the class or whatever, and then they're like, and I was first up. You know how that goes. They're like, it's random order, so, we don't know who goes first, but whatever. If you don't go first, you'll have a chance of watching the guys ahead of you, yada, yada, yada. We walk around there, and they go, James Horner, you're first. I'm like, shit. So I sat down in there, and they Cleetus walked us through how those harnesses work. And I'm sitting in there, and I'm trying to, whatever, and I'm looking down at the one at the crotch. When does it, And for some reason, I'm just staring at it. And then do this. Yeah. Not doing anything that I'm supposed to do. And I'm just looking at it. And that's when Zach chimes in and goes,
You can pick it up. I don't want to touch you.
"Oh, you're good."
I mean, unless you need me to.
No.
I mean, this is your experience.
Hey, fair enough, man. I mean, he did say it was my experience, right? That's the kind of shit I'm talking about, man. You can't go anywhere else in this world and just hang out with people like that. They are who they say they are, man. So we finally awkwardly get me strapped up, and that's when their dash cam, the footage that I've showed you guys in the sneak peek, that was their equipment that they were kind enough to put into the car, put an SD card in and record front and rear, and then take the SD card out. The guy, I mean, come on, the guy walks you back there and puts it into a computer to make sure that it works. I'll put a clip of that in here too.
So basically they're 5-minute segments, and they'll blend together perfectly, and they'll actually overlay perfectly, so they're synced up audio and time.
Oh, nice. I go to do my laps, and here's the part. I'll go ahead and put in the front and rear both at the same time and show you guys every one of my laps. It turns out to be like 21, 22, because the first one, you just kind of cruise around as the guy's telling you, hey, this is turn 2, turn 3, and so on and so forth. And then you tear into your laps. And I'm going to put them uninterrupted. This is 5 minutes worth of laps.
And stop up at the top of the hill next to him, and he'll give you the approval to go.
Okay.
You're good to go?
Is this recording?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. See you playing the Super Trooper thing and start
Got me in your ears, James? You're James, right?
Yep.
Perfect. All right, track is clear. Go ahead and pull out on the track, and I'll walk you around and let you know where you're at, so you got your bearings around where we're going. Right there's turn 3. Turn 3. Look at them next set of cones. That's our good acceleration point. That's our good acceleration point. Turn 4, you're exiting right now, coming across the checkered flag finish line right there. That's our starting point for timing. You see another set of cones, you should be off the gas by the time you get to them cones. You're not driving any further past that point. Next set of cones, another good acceleration point. You're going to be coming down the back stretch this time. You're going to see the green flag. Track is green, green, green. Your first lap, 26.588. 393, you're getting quick race left.
jump in here on this one because that's the one, that was my 20.70. And that goes to show you that in order for me to hit that 20.7 seconds, you see the car gets loose. after I cross that lap in and I head into that turn, the car gets loose on me. And I did the worst thing you can do when going around a circle track is as soon as it started to get loose, I turn right to correct it. So my ass end is coming out and I turn right to correct it. I wasn't gripping that wood grain. Oh, damn. Damn, gotcha, man. Damn. Great job out there. You improved every lap. Good job. Good job. You're cleared across the track. Cleared across the track. You're going to come up down the bottom of the hill. You'll see a gentleman standing down there with a yellow shirt and a checkered flag down there to get your picture taken. Thanks for coming out to the driving experience. Hope you had a great time.
Got better and better.
Whip, that wood grain gripping, whipping. I can't fucking remember that song. Where was I? So anyway, I tried to correct it, and that was not the right thing to do. But it turned out okay. I didn't wreck. I got my 20.70. So you would have to really hammer in. I seen a guy spin out right before that, you know, like an hour before we went out. And I'm assuming that's the guy that did the 19.8 because he had to be coming in hot, brother. Hot. They treat you fair. They make sure you're safe. So I had the full fire suit, you know, everything on. So, you know, we go in there so I could take it off. And that's when a guy hit the wall, tried to play dumb. There's a little conversation clip in here about that.
Great. Oh, he just scraped it? Yeah. Tried to play it off. I was like, oh, yeah. The wall jumped out. And
then, yeah, they literally drive the race car that you were in, which for me was number 20. They have you drive it over in front of this banner. They hand you a checkered flag. This would be the part that if you know, brought family with you or whatever, that you could take your picture in front of this banner with them. But, you know, I was there by myself, whatever. They hand me this checkered flag. The dude was like, if you want, hand me your phone and I'll take some pictures for you, which is where these pictures came from. Super cool, man. So then I was dumb enough to wrap up my experience right around 3:30 p.m., 3:45-ish. I decide from then, I'll just jump on the road, drive back to Ohio. That should be all right. Even though I woke up at 7 a.m. at the hotel, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have stayed an extra night. But I just jumped on the road from then, drove through the night. You know, things got a little crazy. If I get drunk. But I was trying my best to do whatever I could to stay awake. For some reason, doesn't matter what time of freaking day, if you go through Atlanta, you can expect this. Atlanta is the only city that at 10:30 at night and 7-lane interstate can be clogged up. Yeah, so I'm on my way home, start seeing things in Knoxville, Tennessee a little bit. So I decide to pull over for just a second, you know, shut the eyeballs just a hair, just to make sure that I don't die. And yeah, that old beast of a Camry made it all the way back home. I arrived back in Ohio. I want to say it was like 9:30 a.m.
What kind of miles I ended up at?
So that's how long it took me to get back. I pretty much was a wrap for me for Saturday. But man, it was enjoyable. Great guys. I will 100% be going back in the future to participate in other things. And you can count on me to take that van. There's going to be some videos coming up. I'll just start a series and put them in the playlist by themselves outside of this other stuff. I'm not going to stop doing other stuff. If goofies make videos, then goofies will get reactions, okay? But I will put in a playlist of just this Cleetus stuff, just my preparation for it. We're going to get that van pulled in there. Obviously, I got to buy some new tires. I shredded that one. But we're going to pull it in over the winter. It's going to be a fun winter project. It barely fits in my garage, but we'll get it in there. We'll get her stripped down. I'm going to get as much weight out of it as I can. We'll install that cheap nitrous kit. I'm hoping to put a cam in it because I would like for it to breathe a little better and not destroy itself the very first time it gets hit with nitrous, but we'll see. No guarantees. But yeah, so that's the plan. We're going to enter it in a burnout contest. We're going to see a lot more Cleetus stuff. This is probably the only time I'm going to wear this shirt because it was literally, this shirt was just for that. Like, you can't just go on the website and buy this shirt. Only the people who came there and raced a race car get this shirt. What I'm trying to say is exactly what you're interpreting. I'm fucking special. This is why I have this shirt. I'm fucking special. I have this. I'm specialer than you. See you next time, man. Stay tuned.
The forward's going. Jesus.